Om Tat Sat. Welcome to Jyotirmay Yoga. We focus on spirituality, a journey to self-realization. Please subscribe for the mystical meanings of the scriptures and daily satsang. We are currently exploring the book, The Art of Positive Thinking by Sri Swami Jyotirmayananda Ji Maharaj, narrated by myself, Swami Nikhilananda. Today we will be discussing a very important topic, how to solve a problem. Human life abounds with problems. Problems march in a ceaseless procession from your childhood right through old age. Problems with health, problems with human relationships, problems with desires and their fulfillment, problems with knowledge and power, and manifold other problems based on your relationship with the world. At times, you believe you have found a solution to a problem, only to discover that the past problem has simply assumed a different garb and has arisen again. Some problems are suppressed, some are replaced with new problems, and some are refracted into the manifold complexities of life. It is difficult to find a profound solution to any problem in human life without having an insight into the nature of the soul and the ultimate destination of its movement through this transient world process. If you knew the art of solving your problem deeply and profoundly, your life would be a perennial stream of peace and bliss. Psychological insights into problems. When your mind is agitated, everything seems like an insurmountable problem. When your mind is serene and balanced, you realize most of these problems were not real. Just an imaginary ghost dwell in darkness. So problems dwell in the confused state of the human mind. If your mind becomes overpowered by rajas and tamas, the principles of externalization and inertia, you will be constantly involved in an unceasing train of problems. But when your mind turns to sattva, the principle of purity and harmony, you will find a way out of all your problems. With the predominance of sattva, you discover the intuitive insight before which every problem dwindles into thin air. If you keep your mind deprived of the gentle rays of pure reason and the shower of devotion, you are bound to grow thorny bushes of entangling problems in your life. The philosophy of problems. Just as hurricane winds create a fictitious eye around which they whirl, so the whirling mind creates a fictitious center called a problem. The more the mind continues to whirl, the greater is the intensity of the problem. Problems do not exist in reality. The mind, overpowered by ignorance, conceives problems and continues to battle against them. There are no problems when you are in deep sleep. When you wake up, you become identified with your mind. It is this identification which is the basis of all problems. Led by ignorance, you impose values upon the objects of the world. You think of them again and again. Constant thinking about an object from an egoistic point of view creates internal attachment. Attachment becomes the source of manifold desires. Desires intensify ego and in turn are fed by egoistic vision. When desires multiply, the light of reason becomes veiled by a cloud of mental agitation. Thus, anger and delusion arise, obstructing the penetrating vision of reason. In the absence of the light of reason, the human personality is constantly chased by the ghosts of problems. The self is free from all problems. It casts its reflection upon the mental process and assumes the role of an individual soul or jivatma. Overpowered by ignorance, the soul becomes identified with the mental, vital, physical personality and loses insight into its essential nature, which is the self. All problems depend upon the dominance of the unenlightened ego and the inner veil of ignorance. Ignorance, therefore, is the seed of all problems and egoism is the sprout from that seed. Instead of being frightened by a problem, try to look into its very eyes. Develop a poised mind. You will first discover an effective solution to the problem and then find that the problem never really existed. When your range of vision is limited, you evaluate certain developments without an awareness of their meaning from a broader perspective. What seems to be negative in the narrow range of your vision is found to be positive from a wider perspective. If you understand the divine purpose behind the apparent adversities in your life, you will not recoil from them with a biased mind. You will seek guidance from your pure inner reason and will be able to overcome your problems effectively. Om Tat Sat.